Alright, so we're back with another My Hero Academia episode after not having one last week because of stuff related towards the Olympics, I think, and also something else revolving around My Hero Academia. I think it's like one of the movies or something. I'm not really sure. I'm not really that informed as to what they're doing with like the movies for My Hero Academia, but we have another episode for this week. That's why there wasn't a review for this show last week or last weekend on Saturday. But I thought this episode was going to go towards something else, like specific, just something that I don't really know what they were going to do. I thought they were just going to keep it short and simple to the point. I thought the main focus of the episode was going to be about the kids, because it normally is, but we get a little bit of that towards the beginning, I guess, but then it quickly shifts to Aizawa and President Mike, and they are going towards the facility where they house like all of the most dangerous villains, where they go to that facility and they go start talking to Kurogiri, because they're being told that they know how the Nomus are essentially created. They are bioengineered humans that are able to withstand multiple quirks, but they don't have free will. They don't have free thought, or at least they didn't think that was possible until Endeavor fought a Nomu that was the exact opposite. He had a body that was able to withstand multiple quirks, but he also had a completely different personality, and he's actually able to communicate. Well, it turns out that Kurogiri, who we haven't seen since like season 3? We haven't seen him in a very long time. Turns out he is also a Nomu, potentially one of the first ever Nomu to be created, because it's revealed that the body that was used to create Kurogiri as a Nomu was actually that of a former UA student, and was actually one of the friends of Aizawa and President Mike. And the reveal and how they reacted to that was something that I didn't expect. I didn't expect to see Aizawa react the way that he did. He's actually very emotional in this episode, because he sees or realizes and finally knows that Kurogiri was a friend that he thought had died many years ago during one of his work studies, and through his friend's death, that's the reason why he treats the students like the way that he does whenever he's teaching at UA, because he wants the best heroes to survive for a really long time. And he saw that within his friend, who abruptly died for a sense of justice that he didn't really understand, and he wanted that to change. He wanted that to be different for future heroes, for whoever he was going to be starting to teach. And the whole episode is basically trying to tap into this side and this side of personality of Kurogiri, that of someone who essentially doesn't exist anymore. They're trying to tackle that brain activity and try to get some sort of information out of Kurogiri through the help of these two who were his former friends when he was someone else entirely. And by the end of the episode, they get some sort of clue, and that information is then passed on to Hawks by the end of the episode, and that's pretty much the entire episode. You know, I'm trying to keep it short because it's not really that necessary to delve into it, but I just really enjoyed seeing these characters act in a specific way that we have never seen them before, and seeing Kurogiri again was really interesting, and finally realizing that he actually is a Nomu, and he was one of the potentially the first Nomu to actually be created with free will and a thought process and intellect, and I think that's interesting. And next week's episode is going to finally be delving into the things that people really wanted to see, which is the My Villain Academia stuff, which is a little corny, admittedly, but so is My Hero Academia, but whatever. Basically, just next week we're going to be seeing the villains. Mostly the villains. Probably the whole episode and probably a couple episodes afterwards are going to be solely focused on them, and they're essentially training for Shigaraki to potentially become the next All For One. because at the end of the episode that we got for this week actually sees Shigaraki getting his body experimented on, whether or not it's for a specific reason, probably potentially for him to either become a Nomu or the next vessel for All For One is only going to be only time will tell. But you know, just some interesting stuff is actually going to be going on, and I feel like we haven't gotten that for like a good few weeks. And you know, I'm excited to actually finally see something actually interesting going on. So yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to say. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Have a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.